So let's discuss what makes a site visit meaningful. So how to conduct a site visit and how can we make a site visit more meaningful? It is mainly divided into 4-5 steps. First one is managing your role. As we know, site visits can serve as an open-ended interview that allows you to ask questions and let potential guarantees discuss the thing they love to do. Means during the evaluation phase, the evaluator means at your side ask something they have doubt upon. Or if you want to ask something, then you are also free to ask the same. Next, site visits and one-to-one conversations are more likely to be continuing activities. That is, at least with organizations directly involved in your program areas. Means whenever you apply for the accreditation standards, then they come to visit organizations. Then under this criteria, what makes perfect means what is your role? You are actually an evaluator. Means you are going to evaluate the objectives they have mentioned in their proposal. And definitely for your benefit as an evaluator, decide to make your first site visit to some organizations before you circulate a request for proposals. Means let's suppose for the mock test, means if something is new to you, then go for some mock-up. With the help of this, you will familiar with the actual process. And definitely after deciding your role, next phase is before your visit. And let's suppose your site visit is the first contact, then you have to do some hard work. You can find things from the organization's websites if it is exist, or you can do some research on the organization work culture. And further, if you are already familiar with the organization, then be thoughtful and clear. With the passage of time and processes changes, some more new objectives. For example, you might explain that you want to learn more about a particular aspect of the organization. They have defined some own objective, but you can also have some doubts to ask more about their work culture, more about their uh, organization behavior, all these things. Next one, formulate some preliminary questions. Definitely you are going there as an evaluator, then you must be prepared with some questions you can ask to individual one or to representative of organization. And last one, if possible, schedule site visits at times when you can observe some type of program activity. Means you have enough time to evaluate the things. If it's yourself in hurry, then how can you evaluate the things properly? They just make some proposal and they send to the accreditation board, and the accreditation board selected you as an examiner or evaluator, then you must have enough time, and based on that time you need to schedule the site visit. And during the visit, what is need to focus upon? First one, begin by reminding people for the reason of your visit, that you are visiting here for the documentation checking, for their work culture, their infrastructure, and actually you are a evaluator. You are not the accreditation standard board, but you are representative from their side. And also be assured that they understand that you are there not only as an interested individual but as your organization's representative. So it is an opportunity to get to know the organization in a more personal way that is possible on paper. So during the proposal itself, they have some documentation provided to accreditation board, and the accreditation board send that documentation to you. But in real, it is one of the opportunity to get more and more about the organization you are going to visit. And next is, after you have visited there, you need to conclude the visit and then submit it to the accreditation board. Then first one, don't forget to use the visit as an opportunity to expand your knowledge of the broader community or the field, during which some things are visible to you, but some things are not visible to you. You have to observe them, you have to conclude them, or you have to create them. To meet the accreditation standards, their objectives are enough or not, their work culture is matching with their standards or not, you have to observe all these things, whether they are visible or not visible to you. Next one is leave room for excitement. Sometimes during your site visits, if you get frustrated from there may be so many reasons, their documentation was not correct, their infrastructure was not according to the standards, or some other reasons, but it doesn't seem that you are not interested in these things. So always be in excitement that you are about to get the certification for the board. And at last, a final note, if the first one or two visits start off stiffly, don't worry. Sometimes actually what happened, they send the proposal to you, accreditation board selected you as a evaluator, you visit there, but maybe you are not satisfied. But the thing is, it can be improved in future. Maybe it takes more time, like you can in terms of hours, or you can take 2 hours or whatever, or it can be improved further during your first visit itself, or you need to visit further. And actually all these visits between you and organizations is a medium to establish the kind of trusting between you and the organizations. And last one, we have website surveys. We had almost finished with the site visits. And if you talk about website surveys, are a popular method of collecting feedback that allows you to ask your visitor questions and collect their feedback. And the key to a successful survey is asking the right questions in the right moment. For example, the following question can help for the website survey. First one, you have, What was your first impression when you entered the website? Different users may have different opinion or different perspective to visit on your site. And what was their impression? Whether they are impressed from the user experience or their your look and feel, your design. Next, how did you first hear about us? Definitely, if you are working on search engine optimization, then how people know about you? If there are so many e-commerce websites nowadays, then how they know that you are also existing? What was the one thing that almost stopped you from buying? Maybe your payment gateway is not secure. Maybe their payment mode, like cash on delivery, they want, but you have not options. How likely are you to recommend us to a friend or colleague? Definitely, if they have some good experience with you, then only they can recommend to you to someone else. First one, is there anything missing on this page? Sixth one, which of our competitor did you consider before choosing us? Likewise, if I goes to e-commerce like Flipkart, Amazon, Myntra, Jabang, so many sites are there. Then why you choose a specific one from others? So this is the same. What is the primary reason for choosing us over competitors? Next one is what makes us stand out from the competition. Maybe it's your trust, maybe it's your feedback from the users, maybe it's your fast delivery method, maybe it's your your cancellation policies or your return policies, which makes you different from the others. What other products would you like us to offer? Likewise, if Myntra is dealing with fashions only, then can you suggest some other things to add? They must sell for you. Next one, what is the most important feature of our product? Next one, which of the following tools do you use? What made you exit the website? It may be content is not optimized, it may be page of page load speed. So many reasons are there which forces the user to exit from your website. What would you like us to write about next? What is one the most important feature we should add? Likewise, the same. They are asking what products we offer to you. Likewise, what other kind of, maybe you want extra like pay on delivery mode. What is your preferred payment delivery method? What is the goal of your visit? What do you like the most or the least about our website? Did this article answer all your questions? Based on these 18 questions, we can do survey about websites. It doesn't matter whether you are an e-commerce website or non-e-commerce website, but these questions are more helpful to do the website surveys. And further, there are some benefits of online website surveys. Likewise, it is faster, cheaper, more accurate, quick analyze, easy to use for participants, further easy to use for the researchers, easy to style, more honest, more selective, and more flexible. So with all these benefits, website survey is one of the best method to analyze a website. Its quality, it is feedback from users. So I hope this is all about website surveys. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you very much.